let us talk about the house of my mother and some other things too. Hello, I hope today finds you well. Before we get into this video, I will just give you a brief update of what has been going on in my world and just how things are playing out. Okay, so since the last time I saw you, very busy. I am a very busy girl in general. I'm not one to sit around. I like to make my own happiness and I like to be productive. So my friend who was ill and almost did not make it, really shouldn't be here, he is here, and I thank the Lord above for that blessing. Somewhere along the lines, while he was home recuperating, things took a turn and he ended up back in hospital. Panic, grief-stricken, worry, anxiety, all the things. But doctors, nurses, caregivers, they seem to have everything under control, and he gets to come home tomorrow. So yay, hallelujah. Okay, so now we have other things that I've been up to. Tattoos. Have you seen that new thing on TikTok? Well, I don't actually know how new it is, but it's if your father is still with you and your relationship, is somewhat favorable, have your father sign his last name, which is your surname, on a piece of paper, and then get it tattooed on you. And I said to my sister, hey sister, did you see what the new thing is? It's a beautiful sentiment, at least I think it is, and she did too. So we had my father sign his name and we did a thing, and this is mine so far. It says Harrison. That is my given birth name, and I did get a little blue flower there because I don't think there's enough blue flowers in the world, but I'm really into the fluorescent or neon-y colors, the pinks, the blue, the minty greens, the yellows, the peachy pinks, that kind of thing. So I think I'm going to get other flowers added around that. All right, so another thing is I had a 54th birthday. Yeah, little old me turned 54. And you know what? I don't mind. It's not bothering me one little bit because I am only as old as my heart says that I am. I could still do cartwheels and I cannot hula hoop, although after going to the circus, I sure want to. I'm going to have to practice that all summer long, and maybe by the end of the season I can do a thing. But anyways, yes, I went to the circus, which was, I don't know, bittersweet for me because my granddaughter was in for Easter and she had never been to a circus. She's 5. So we made that happen, and she was so excited and nervous because she didn't know what to expect. She was a little afraid to walk into the building, but she quickly got the hang of it and enjoyed it. Now, it's sad for me because I don't know where I got the notion that the circus did away with animals. I am not one for promoting entertainment through animals and getting those animals to perform under certain conditions. I'm not about that at all. So that was a little disheartening. But what I did see was a loving environment for these animals. What went on behind scenes, I do not know. But no, that I'm not about that at all. But aside from that, I think the circus can be, a good time. And we don't actually need to go there with the animals. They're not that entertaining for me. Do you know what I mean? I would rather see a guy get shot out of a cannon, than for me to see an elephant or a camel. What else? Oh, yeah. There has been an intruder. An intruder of the worst kind. I wasn't there, thank goodness. But when I returned the next day, I could almost have a panic attack. So here's the story. Okay, so I had left work for the day, and it was I was getting a package delivered. I treated myself to a wallet, a designer wallet, and I always have it sent to my work because I'm there more than I am here. And you have to sign for this package. They won't just drop it. So send it to work because there's always somebody there, to assure they'll sign for it and I'll get it. I was supposed to get it the day before. I paid to, have it overnighted and it did not arrive. So I was rest assured that it would be received the next day. And just so happens I finished up a little bit early and I didn't want to wait for this package. But the good news is I work with my sister. She was there. She would be there to receive the package and then call me and I would go back down and get it. All right. She called me right around like an hour before closing. And I was in the middle of a lot of errands and something in me just said, you know what? As the time started to get closer and closer to closing and I was running out of time to get there, I just said, you know what? I'll just get it tomorrow. No big deal. She could tuck it away in a drawer or something. I'll just get it tomorrow. Well, thank God I made that decision. Woohoo! Let me tell you. All right, so just when she was closing up for the day, she called me on the phone and she said, Flossie, I can't leave. I said, why? And she said, because there's a big snake by the door. What? There is a big snake by the door. And she sent me the picture. This is the picture that she sent to me. Yo, I couldn't even look at that picture, let alone be there in the building with it. Well, here's the thing. We have several doors, but they all get locked. And that is the only door you can leave out of. And there's a snake by it. So I handled the situation from afar. I called another worker on the phone. I said, could you please go down there, get rid of this snake? He said, what do you want me to do? You want me to go down there and kill a snake? I said, no, I don't want you to kill it. I want you to go down there and redirect it outside. So by the time he got there, which he didn't live very far, maybe 2 minutes away, by the time he got there, the snake had slithered away to places unknown. I am not going into work tomorrow with a mongoose on the loose. Okay, it's not really a mongoose, but it might as well have been. But anyways, my sister, with that eagle eye, saw it out of the corner of her eye. She saw a little movement. It was under a cupboard where the coffee pot sat. Right by the office door where I work. So anyways, it took some doing, and the snake was mad. Yes, it was mad, but with a broom and a dustpan of sorts, he managed to get the snake outside. The snake did not want to leave the parking lot. It just wanted to sit there for whatever reason. Now that has me thinking, why won't this thing slither away? All the while they were taking pictures and updating me. Okay, so they finally relocated the snake to some grass, and that was that. We didn't want it to crawl back in. The next day, my father comes, and he taps me in the arm, and he says, where there's one, there's two. Taps me in the arm, and he says, he don't live outside, he lives inside. I say, Dad, I gotta work there, right by where he was. No, I can't have that. No, stop. Stop. No, I don't need to know this stuff. But anyways, the snake was relocated the day before. I went on Amazon and I ordered a ton of mothballs and snake repellent. And when I go in today, we are going to secure those grounds and make sure that no more intruders get in. It's the darndest little thing. The darndest little thing when there is a little crack, things can start to happen that I don't necessarily care to happen. All right, that was so long-winded. I can't even tell you about my book. So you know what? We're going to do two parts. So that is going to be video 1. I'm going to wrap it up right there. And then video 2 is coming right up.